was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Chiefs, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
I got it. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go.
Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On the handoff, it's Moss. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple of plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. James Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. John Franklin Myers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Powell on the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw. They complete it to Hill. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Sends it out to the sideline. This is Hill. A gain of 6 there on first. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the second quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the counter, this is Moss. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Herbert's throw taken in here by Patrick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down with Moss. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Here's Herbert. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. He's at the 40. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give this to Moss running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this one to Patrick. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Herbert. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back. In excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On first down, Mahomes. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Into the secondary, past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. And this one's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go, D, get off the field. Mike's by board, Mike's by board, Mike's by board.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. future home of Super Bowl 56. There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, it's Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach at pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Charger drive about to get going. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. This defense for the Chiefs, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We own them. We own them. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. No game on this defense. No game.
On first down, Hurd, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Chargers, nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Come on, the ball, hard. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Go, go, go.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now it's Herbert. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
On second down, it's Moss, and he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll run on first down. Hurd. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Titus Howard, right tackle, demand flag for that one. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The open man here, Renfro. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
A 29-yard attempt.
McCann's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get footy, right?
Not one that I've ever met. I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in here by Powell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 17-3.
Chargers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He'll get this one to Patrick. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And the first down, Chiefs.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket. but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. Man open, here is Crowder. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now here's Mahomes. Forced, and the pressure gets to him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll dump that one off to Moss, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bolton gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
From the 22, Herbert. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Get that ball. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 2nd down now. Hurd. And he loses the football the 2nd time. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Drop deep, drop deep.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come to one.
Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. McCann's got it teed up. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, first and 10. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, second and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Moss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Herbert on 1st down now. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Hunter Renfro, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. McCann's got it teed up.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Again, it's Ballage. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Ballage, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game.